A Harlingen man is sentenced to 70 years in prison for aggravated assault. The man also escaped from the county jail but was caught shortly after. Today, victims and family are pleased with the sentence. News Center 23 reporter Julio Olivo has more.
Aggravated robbery victims from Harlingen, Lino Ramirez and Juana Davis, walked out of the 107th courtroom followed by family members after hearing the plea sentence of 70 years in prison to Miguel Alvarado after attacking both victims on April of 2009 in two separate incidents.
Mr. Lino Ramirez, after stopping at a local pawn shop in Harlingen, Texas, was accosted by the defendant and severely beaten in a vacant home. Mr. Ramirez was discovered by two persons that went into the house looking to buy the house. Mr. Ramirez was found lying in the closet in the master bedroom. Mr. Ramirez was taken to the hospital. He had a fractured cheekbone. He underwent surgery for that. He was in a coma, like I said, for nearly a month. He had internal injuries to his liver with no external puncture wounds, so that's from an external beating that he received those type of injuries.
3 days later, he hit the San Miguel Jewelry and Gift Shop of Harlingen, savagely attacking the owner, leaving her bleeding on the ground.
Miss Juanita Davis, she operated a local jewelry store in Harlingen at the Alvarado Mall, I believe it was, and this defendant came into her place of business, threw her to the ground and severely beat her with his hands and feet, kicking her, stomping her, breaking her cheek, her shoulder. She received several internal injuries as well. They were not sure that she would survive the beating either. She was discovered, I believe, by a postal worker that came in to deliver the mail for that day.
Mr. Mattingly says the victims and their families feel justice has been served.
They still carry the scars from these beatings, and they will always carry those scars for the rest of their lives. I think they're satisfied that he will probably spend the remainder of his life in prison.
Since the attack, both victims have recuperated from their injuries.
Both victims were in the courtroom today. They were there for the sentencing. They saw the culmination of their case, and I was speaking to them actually right after the hearing. So they were both there for that. They also got to hear his apology there at the end.
So how did the victims and their family members react to that apology?
They thought it was too little, too late, and they thought it was shallow, and they thought he was really mostly apologizing to his family, excuse me, apologizing to his family for what he had put them through, not necessarily what he did to the victims.
This case also sends out a message from the district attorney's office.
If you commit a crime in our county, we're going to take you to task. We're going to take you to the court. We're going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law, and we're going to get a just sentence. And in this case, I mean, this is a three-time loser who nearly killed two people in our community, and he deserved to go to prison for 70 years. I think it sends a strong message that we won't tolerate this type of this conduct or these crimes being committed in our community.
In Brownsville, Julio Olivo, News Center 23.